The Riyadh summit, a diplomatic earthquake. The world watched as a high-stakes diplomatic drama unfolded in the heart of Riyadh, capturing the attention of millions around the globe. Senior officials from the United States, Russia, and Saudi Arabia converged for a meeting fraught with implications, each bringing their own agendas and concerns to the table. Noticeably absent were representatives from Ukraine, the epicenter of the ongoing conflict, and their European allies, whose absence was keenly felt. This deliberate exclusion sent shockwaves through the international community, raising questions about the true nature and objectives of the talks, and sparking intense debate among analysts. The unexpected summit, dubbed a diplomatic explosion by some, signaled a potential shift in the geopolitical landscape, with far-reaching consequences. The meeting, held under a shroud of secrecy, fueled speculation and anxiety in equal measure, as the world wondered what decisions were being made behind closed doors. Was this a genuine attempt to broker peace or a calculated power play with unforeseen consequences? Only time would reveal the true intentions behind this diplomatic earthquake. Power players convene, a meeting of titans. This historic summit brought together some of the most influential figures in global politics, each representing their nation's interests and strategic goals. Leading the American delegation was Secretary of State Marco Rubio, a seasoned diplomat known for his hawkish stance on Russia. Rubio's presence underscored the United States' firm position on international security and its commitment to maintaining global order. He was joined by National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, a decorated war veteran, and Steve Witkoff, a longtime Trump confidant, highlighting the president's personal investment in the outcome. Their combined expertise and experience were crucial in navigating the complex diplomatic landscape. Representing Russia was Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov, a seasoned and often acerbic diplomat, alongside Yuri Ushakov, a close advisor to President Putin. Lavrov's sharp diplomatic skills and Ushakov's strategic insights were pivotal for Russia's agenda. Their presence marked Russia's return to the global stage after years of diplomatic isolation following its invasion of Ukraine. This re-engagement was seen as a significant move towards reshaping international alliances and power dynamics. Hosting the event was Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan and National Security Advisor Mossad bin Mohammed Al-Iban, demonstrating the kingdom's growing influence in mediating international disputes. Their leadership in this summit highlighted Saudi Arabia's strategic role in fostering dialogue and cooperation among global powers. Russia's return to the fold, resurgence or respite. The Riyadh meeting marked a significant shift in the geopolitical landscape, drawing attention from global powers and media alike. Russia, ostracized by the West and burdened by sanctions, found itself back at the negotiating table seeking new alliances and opportunities. This diplomatic coup, orchestrated in part by Saudi Arabia, raised questions about the West's united front against Russian aggression and whether cracks were beginning to show. The exclusion of Ukraine further fueled speculation about the meeting's true purpose, with many wondering if it signaled a shift in priorities. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed surprise and disappointment at being sidelined, emphasizing the need for Ukrainian involvement in any decisions concerning their future and calling for greater transparency. European leaders echoed these sentiments, warning against concessions that could embolden Russia and undermine international law, stressing the importance of a united and firm stance. America's endgame: Trump's high-stakes gamble. The U.S. delegation arrived in Riyadh with a stated objective to gauge Russia's willingness to end the conflict in Ukraine. President Trump, who had recently spoken with President Putin, projected optimism, claiming that Putin desired a swift resolution. This stance, however, raised eyebrows among seasoned diplomats and political analysts. Trump's critics accused him of prioritizing personal relationships over strategic interests. They argued that his eagerness to strike a deal with Putin, potentially involving sanctions relief, could be perceived as rewarding aggression and emboldening authoritarian regimes worldwide. A fragile path to peace, obstacles, and uncertainties. The Riyadh meeting, while unprecedented, concluded without concrete breakthroughs. Both sides agreed to continue dialogue and finalize delegations for future negotiations, a small step towards de-escalation. However, significant obstacles remain, casting a long shadow over prospects for lasting peace. Foremost among these is the fundamental disagreement over Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Russia's continued denial of attacks on civilian infrastructure despite overwhelming evidence further erodes trust. The potential for NATO expansion and the lifting of sanctions further complicate the equation, making a comprehensive and sustainable peace agreement a distant hope.